got you, yes he do. If you got spirit.
What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, Dap Divination. I'm Dap. If you are new here, welcome. How this works is we just pick a card. It's a tarot reading. You pick a card or an image on the screen with your third eye, not your first or second eye. Whatever you're drawn to. Some people will choose more than one pile or more than one card. You can watch, some people would watch all the cards or all the piles and get information from each pile as we go. One pile will probably resonate more than another. It's up to you. This is a tool. You're using your intuition as well. You're using your psychic abilities as well. I'm just doing the heavy lifting and the yapping. You know, I'm just guiding, if you will. But a couple of things I want to talk about real quick as you're picking your piles. I am taking personal readings and I'm doing it in a new way. If you wonder what the telephone number is and all the piles and the readings underneath my face cam, there is a telephone number there for personal readings. It's a dedicated line just for us to do same day on the spot by request readings. All you have to do is text the line, you know, tell me that you want a reading. I do them in 15-minute increments. So texting, phone calls, or FaceTime. It's an iPhone number with different price points. So $15 for a 15-minute text reading. And I do let you, ask your question and everything before I start the time. I've been loving connecting with y'all this way. Like I've connected with so many of my subscribers, getting to know y'all and actually kind of building more of a personal rapport, and it's been everything. I love it in real time. So check that out if you're interested. I would love to hear from you, but I don't want to keep this too long. I'll see you at your reading. Bye for now.
Divination, he got you, yes he do. If you got.
What's up, pile number one? Welcome to your reading on What You Don't See Coming. So let's go ahead and start off with some of these homemade oracle cards before we get into the spread, which we'll be looking at your current situation, the plot twist or what you don't see coming, and how that will affect you in the long run. All right, so we have visualize your future self. Full moon in Aquarius. Visualize your future self. Full moon in Aquarius. Surprise, it's for you. Surprise, it's for you. Cut short. And bottom of the deck is last quarter moon in Taurus. Name your price. Name your price. Cut short. Visualize your future self. Surprises for you. All right, so I ain't gonna lie to you. What I'm feeling is kind of a loss of what you felt was stable or secure. It could be losing the support of a family member. It could be losing some money or not, or like things being slow if you like whatever you do for work. You may be kind of like expenses are piling up for some people. Somebody may have lost a job, maybe not now, but like maybe in the past where it's like you're trying to catch up. Even if you've gotten like for somebody, maybe you've gotten hired recently from not having a job, and you're like, oh my God, I got this job, thank goodness, but now I'm trying to like catch up. I'm trying to get these bills paid. It's kind of giving that. Also, it could be maybe losing some kind of income or losing some kind of source of income, like maybe a car going down or something like that, or a side gig or a side hustle not working out. A partner or a spouse losing their job or something like that, making it just like one income. With the 10 of Pentacles, you see the 5 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Yeah, it is bills are due. It is feeling like we ain't got that much right now. We're trying to make some things stretch. The Knight of Pentacles comes up in reverse, the 6 of Cups. Yeah, this could be supporting a family member who doesn't have a job, or like maybe it's just slow work in general. And it feels heavy. Feels heavy. By the way, signs I see so far, Capricorn, Aquarius, Aries, Pisces, Leo, Taurus. That's about it. so far. Don't have to be those signs, but that's what I see. What can you expect moving forward? The moon. Expect the unexpected, really. Part of this moment that you're going through is not a punishment or trials and tribulations just to see you suffer. It's really about your faith in the universe and your faith that everything is gonna be okay, because everything has always been okay up until this point. Every bad day you've ever had, every tragedy you've ever like lived through, you've seen it through. You've seen it to the other side. Every bad day you've ever had, you have survived, you know, up until this point. Otherwise you wouldn't be here. So this is about renewal of faith. And also whenever you do trust in that power of say manifestation, and just believing that I can turn this around and acting upon it, that visualize your future self, you'll see how powerful you really are. The dice I rolled during the pre-shuffle was Saturn and Aries in the first house, struggling to take action because of some perceived identity, feeling like maybe you put yourself in a box, so to speak, like this is what I can do, this is what I can't do, this is who I am, this is who I'm not. And maybe it's time to reevaluate some things. You're just a bunch of stories you tell yourself. We're all just a bunch of stories that we tell ourselves. We can shift, change, modify anytime we want to, you know, just by simply telling yourself that, like say, if you always tell yourself that you're lazy, right? I'm lazy, I'm not a morning person, and you end up getting a job where you have to be up at 6 a.m. You can start telling yourself, no, I am a morning person. I'm blessed and happy to get up at 5 a.m. to go to the 6 a.m. job. I am, you know, it's like you just tell yourself these things because why? Because you're just a collection of stories you tell yourself. So there's something about what you don't expect is that you're going to be shifted into a completely different way of being. Almost like it'll affect how you see the world. It'll affect how you see yourself and how you're viewed by others. It's interesting that this moon card that I have is a mirror, a reflection, which to me like kind of signifies something about identity. Clarify the moon. Page of Swords. This person's reading off a script. Who are they? Who are you? Learning who you are by the words that you speak, the thoughts that you entertain. It's reevaluating. It's learning a new script. I see the Chariot. You're going to be pushed and moved towards something new, but it's going to be out of your comfort zone. You may be drawn to pile number 3. Maybe drawn pile number 3. You may actually end up moving or having to move, like physically move. And that's going to do a lot to kind of change this perception of who you are. Like almost like an environment change may be the exact thing that you need to kind of get into a different flow state. Because this is about starting something new so you can get some abundance. The Ace of Wands and the Ten of Cups. Something about not even knowing what it is not even knowing that this was an option, or not even knowing that this is something that was even for you, or something that you could do. It's like a light bulb moment, and it's inspiration. This could be something that you're good at, something that like artistic, something that emotionally fills you up. The King of Wands on the bottom of the deck as well. This could be a latent skill or latent talent or a hobby that you haven't really taken seriously. It's going to give you room for that. Visualize who you are. Visualize your future. And the way it will kind of come will be mysterious. With the moon, it's going to be mysterious. It's not something that that's going to be this long-term plan. It's going to be something that either you just inspire, like a download, someone presents it to you, like just it could be even something that you're watching TV or listen to the radio or something like that, and it sparks something in you, like, oh my god, I could do that. Seven of Cups. It's options where you didn't even know there are options. Some of y'all, it's gonna be more like something you used to dream about doing. You can see it as a reality. It's up to you if you're gonna be able to, if you're gonna actually take it seriously. Name your price. Believe in the magic of your words. The things that you speak right now have power. The things you speak anyway have power, but the things you speak right now have power. Like whatever you say, positive or negative, has the effect to change your life right now. Your words matter right now. Remember that. Your words matter right now. How this could affect you long term, what you can expect is the Six of Wands. It's winning. It's recognition. It's feeling like proud of yourself and other people respecting you because of this decision that you make for yourself. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Don't hesitate. Don't hesitate. Do not hesitate. Go for it. Make the choice. The Lovers. This could be collaboration with somebody. This could be making an active choice to create. It doesn't have to be love in the sense of like romance. This could be an active choice to create. An active choice to collaborate, to partner, anything like that. Bottom of the deck, Page of Cups. Let yourself be the student again. Let yourself feel almost like that childish like joy or like the butterflies in your stomach, like that excitement. There's something very exciting about the Page of Cups and creative. So this is somebody who is completely shifting from one way of being into another, and it seems to be creative. It seems to be emotionally fulfilling, and it's going to pay you money. It's gonna pay you money. Okay? Sound off in the comments on how this resonated. If this resonated, remember, I love you. I mean it. God's book of reading. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye.
Blessings in all we do. Spirit guide you.
All right, what's up, pal number 2? Welcome to your reading on what you don't see coming. All right, so I think I'm gonna pull some of these first. These homemade oracle cards before we get into your energy. We're gonna look at where you're at currently. We're gonna look at the plot twist or what's changing or what you don't expect, and then we'll see how that affects you long term. Okay. Ooh, okay. Say less. Last quarter moon in Gemini. Say less. Let that shit go. Last quarter moon in Scorpio. Let that shit go. All right. What else we got? Jupiter in Pisces. Psychic. Bottom of the deck. Quietly clever. Mercury in Virgo. So you could have these placements, you may not. Signs I see so far, Sagittarius, Pisces, Gemini, Scorpio, Virgo, Leo. Is that it? Libra. Don't have to be, but this is what I'm seeing so far. Ooh. So where you at right now? The Wheel of Fortune comes up for me. It is in reverse on my end. So this is bad timing. This is something that's karmic. It's just like the Wheel of Fortune to me always kind of talks about things that are fated, things that you like are outside of your control. But in reverse, it's more karmic, you know? And by karmic, I mean a consequence, like some kind of lesson that you have to learn because, you know, of something, whatever. It can be, think cause and effect. So you really want to learn, your soul wants to learn like this deep lesson, maybe through a relationship, maybe through a hard circumstance, because that's the only way that you're gonna really grow in that sense. Sometimes an easy lesson or a blessing isn't enough to kind of get you to appreciate what your soul is trying to integrate. So it can be manifested as like, say, a karmic relationship, or like, you know, like one of those really emotional, dramatic, like, you know, sometimes tumultuous connections that can be all consuming and short-lived. And that's kind of what I'm picking up on a little bit, sort of, kind of, with the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. But it kind of comes up as bad timing, though. With the Page of Wands, there's some immaturity there, but it's like it's coming off as like impulsive, maybe even meeting somebody and not really planning to meet some, like to go down that path with them, or like wasn't looking for a relationship or anything romantic. They just kind of like appeared, right? That's for somebody. And it doesn't necessarily have to be like a romantic relationship, but I think it is. It could be like any kind of connection. It can be a friendship, anything. Reconnecting with a estranged family member for some people, but to me, it's giving a romantic connection, even if it's like, say, one-sided. Even if it's one-sided. And what this connection does for you is a lot, but we'll get into that in a second. Where you're at currently with this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, this Page of Wands, the Emperor. For some of y'all, this person could come up as almost like a very self-assured, masculine energy. Even if they're not male or female, they come up as like in their masculine energy. Basically very direct. Want to kind of control things or direct things. Takes the initiative. Somebody who's more of a go-getter. You know, they may have a little bit of a temper. But they also have this air of like authority about themselves, even if they don't have any authority. But pair that with like this Five of Swords in reverse and this Page of Wands, it's immature. It's not giving toxic masculinity, it's giving immature male, you know? Somebody with the power and the ability and maybe even the potential, but it's not necessarily like portrayed in the right way, in the most balanced way, or the most mature way. And I feel like there may have been a fight or an argument or a disagreement with the Five of Swords in reverse. And even if we have kind of like made up for that or like apologized, things are still not the same. Somebody could also be waiting for an apology. Six of Cups in reverse, Three of Cups in reverse. Someone could also be waiting for an apology. And I feel like for some of y'all, this is no contact. We're no longer talking anymore. With the Quietly Clever and the Say Less cards that came out, Say Less and Quietly Clever on the bottom of the deck, some of y'all ain't talking. And as much as like maybe even this other person is like, I don't even care, I let it go. They didn't let it go. They didn't let it go. Even the psychic card, you can feel each other. You're mirroring each other, and that's what we're getting into. So like, what's the big shift of the change? The Queen of Cups in reverse. This is strengthening your ability to connect, like your pattern in love, like how you relate to people or attach to people or whatever. There's a certain pattern of yours that Spirit needs you to kind of like look at, so that way you can acknowledge and maybe you can make different choices. The Queen of Cups in reverse is not, she's unconditional love. She is the psychic. She is empathetic. She's literally all love. But in reverse, it can be pouring into an empty cup. It could be no boundaries. It could be even neediness for some people, like clinginess or an anxious attachment style. Like, please don't leave me, you know? Or it could even be pushing people away because you're afraid that if you're vulnerable, they're gonna leave you, you know? So it could be either one of those, but it's like, this is the thing. It's getting you to see this aspect of yourself and look at things objectively, because this person didn't come in to trick you. This person didn't necessarily manipulate you. As much as we want to say that, and I know you want to say that, but this Neptune in Scorpio in the 5th house that I rolled in the pre-shuffle, yes, Neptune is an energy of illusions and sometimes deception, but in the 5th house, it's projection. The 5th house of dating, romance, casual flings, sex, you know, it's kind of giving, in Scorpio, it's giving an intense an intense connection in terms of like attraction and maybe chemistry. You know, maybe the sex was off the charts. Maybe this person is almost like, oh my god, like you're the exact thing, like my exact type, and I didn't even know I had a type. It could be all of that. Like it could almost be like the feelings don't even make sense as to why I feel so strongly for you in this amount of time. But it's not necessarily deceptive. It's projection. You know, I feel like this person didn't do much to earn these feelings. They didn't do much to earn this level of trust that you gave them. And if this isn't resonating, or if you're not ready to hear this, just go ahead and move on to another pile. Go ahead and watch a different pick a card reading. It's fine. This is going to be for whoever's for, but the King of Cups comes up clarifying this Queen of Cups. So King and Queen, yes, this is most definitely a connection that was fated. You meeting this person, it is a soulmate. This person is a soulmate. Absolutely. However, soulmate does not mean that it's built to last forever automatically. Not one of your soulmates that you will meet. You have many soulmates. Not one of these soulmates that you will meet. Is there a guarantee that you're going to marry this person? There's no such thing as your future spouse. I know that's a great pick a card topic. It's fun, but there's no such thing. There's no such thing. And when I've done that pick a card topic, I even do the disclaimer saying like, this is just going to like, this is going to be me like pulling cards, and if it resonates, it's going to be more also on what your type is, the type of spouse that maybe that you would resonate with. This is not a real person, because that's not fated. Who we marry, who we end up with, in terms of soulmates, it totally depends on how we treat each other. Like, it was fate that we met, destiny that we actually met, and entangled. But whether it lasts for 5 minutes, 5 years, 5 lifetimes, it's really up to how we decide to treat each other. That's not fate. So this King of Cups energy with this Queen of Cups reverse is like saying this person comes in as a perfect catalyst, because by the great design, by a contract that you made with this person before you're born, it was meant to happen. Justice, I cannot make this up. Karma, you were meant to teach them something too. This could be past life love, past life soul connections. And you won't really understand that or see that in maybe hindsight, when everything has kind of slowed down or it been more integrated. But what you can expect in the long run is this Queen of Swords energy. This is not just like the Queen of Cups in reverse. She is thinking with her head and her heart. It's in balance. The Queen of Swords energy is about discernment, but fairness. Discernment and fairness. And the Eight of Wands comes up as well, and it's making swift decisions. It's like when you see a red flag, guess what? You take it in. You don't necessarily become all in or all out. You just everything that they say and do, you collect as data. Like, not one thing is a complete deal breaker, but not one thing also makes you just want to give all your power to this person either. The Eight of Wands is like saying you focus all your energy on the communication, paying attention to their actions as well as their words, but also having discernment in that every situation, every person is going to be different, and trusting yourself in that, because you are what? Psychic. This person has what they have done for you, this situation that you're getting over, or the situation that you are working through. It definitely sharpens your psychic abilities. Every time we get through a test or a contract, so to speak, we do get a heightened sense of psychic ability because of the self-awareness. It is a byproduct of healing. But that's what I got for you. I don't want to make this too long. The Ace of Cups comes up on the bottom of the deck. You will have more love. You will feel more love. You will not feel this depleted, empty, or brokenhearted or disappointed forever, babe. Not forever. You can book a personal reading if you would like to by texting the number on the screen. It's a dedicated line just for us, where we can do a text reading, $15 for 15 minutes, or we can do a phone call, or we can do a FaceTime, whatever your vibe is. Just text me, let me know what you're looking for, and we can work something out. I love you. I mean it. If you made it this far in the reading, let me know how it resonated. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye.
If you got spirit, spirit got you.
All right, so what's up, pile number 3? Welcome to your reading on what you don't see coming. We're gonna go ahead and I want to pull some of these little charms that I made. get a vibe before we get into your current situation, the plot twist, as well as the long-term effects of like what you should expect. Okay. All right, I see Venus. Whoop. I'll drop that one. We lost it. I see Jibo. Jibo is a rune, which is a good thing. With Venus, it's a good thing. One more. Yes. No, it says yes. All right. So this is giving me the energy of the best bad thing, or like the situation that turns out to be a blessing in disguise. You're being asked to not react to whatever your current circumstances is. Like, don't be reactionary. Look at everything that happens as an opportunity, even if it's hard. Signs I see so far, by the way, before we get into it, Taurus, Libra, Aries, Virgo, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. All right. So where you at now is the Chariot. The Chariot is about movement. It's about movement. It could be physically moving, like leaving like a physical place and moving home, or changing jobs or whatever. But more importantly, it's all about advancement. Because even if you like say change homes, or like say move states or cities, whatever, it's still advancing, right? So it's like the Chariot represents moving forward. It's momentum. So that's where you're at now. It's whether it's a good thing or a bad thing. The Chariot is normally a good card. It's like saying you're being radically moved towards something. Like for some of y'all, it could feel like I have no choice but to move, or have no choice but to make a drastic change. For a lot of y'all, I'm hearing this about work. Seven of Swords in reverse. Ooh. Also, I dropped the Knight of Cups. For others, it could also be a relationship. The Knight of Cups with the Seven of Swords in reverse, it's having to come to terms about maybe the truth about a certain connection, or the truth about what you thought about a connection or a relationship. It's like when the wool has been taken from over your eyes, like when the mask slips, so to speak. Or like a confession is made and someone lets you know how they really feel. Someone could have even told you that they're moving, like say they're leaving or they're not going to be around or something like that, and it may lead to like some kind of breakup moment in terms of like say if it was a new relationship or something like that. For some of y'all, it feels like there's something that was some information that was withheld. So like somebody knowing something very important about your situation, or like say about a job or whatever, or going into the situation knowing good and well that there's an important piece of the puzzle that they don't really want to talk about, you know, like that fling that you had that you think that you can turn into a relationship, but they're moving in 2 months or something like that. They didn't want to tell you. It could be that, or that job that you got hired for, they didn't tell you the ins and outs of like what really goes on there, like what your real responsibilities are, what like the real thing is. It's almost like feeling bamboozled for some people, like you didn't have a choice but to have to move forward. Now the plot twist is the Five of Cups. It's that initial reaction. Remember I told you don't be reactionary. Look at everything or frame everything from a place of opportunity. The Five of Cups is going to say you're going to feel like something has been taken from you. Something has been snatched from you. Something has been lost. But it's not. It's really coming up as this Mars and Virgo in the 4th house energy. Remember this Venus and this Jibo and this yes. it's going to give you an opportunity to do something else, maybe even work from home. I'm hearing from somebody, or like have your own business, or yeah, for a lot of y'all, it feels like either working from home or starting your own business, like from home, or side, like something that's going to be exactly what you wanted to do anyway, but didn't have the courage to, or didn't feel like you had the right time or something like that. It's like this is gonna give you that opportunity if you're willing to see it. For others, it could just be like finding a safer place to work, like say a better place to work. Also an opportunity to say get your mental health, for somebody, mental health, an opportunity to breathe again. I'm hearing breathe again for somebody. The Four of Cups in reverse, yeah. To relax, to pull back, to also maybe even see things from a perspective of actually saying, you know, thank you. Like if it comes back around, like, hey, how about now? Or like, hey, sorry about that, I'm back. Or sorry about that, we really want you to stay. You may reject that and decide that I don't think this is for me. I see better options. For some of y'all, you may actually get a gift from a friend or a family member. 10 of Cups, 3 of Cups. That Jibo could be money, or say some kind of resource or something that could really help you out in the long run or the long term. And it's not something that you asked for. It may be something that's just offered, or someone just kind of like saying, hey, you know, I got this thing, right? Or like, you know, I got this extra, like, you know, I got a car that I'm trying to get rid of. I'll sell it to you on the low, something like that. Or hey, I got I know someone who's hiring for this. You know, like you may have to take the initiative and say that you want it, but like it's kind of offered to you. So that's the plot twist, and it feels like a gift and a blessing. What can this look like, you know, in the long term? Like what can you expect? 9 of Cups, it's in reverse on my end, which is like something that you just did not expect. It's a blessing that you didn't really, that you didn't even know was a blessing. Queen of Wands in reverse. Four of Swords. It's gonna, but in order for you to really see it, this opportunity, it's not just going to fall into your lap. It's going to require you to not be reactionary, to not be dramatic. I'm hearing dramatic for some people. I'm dramatic, so I can say that and laugh. But it's saying like keep your emotions in check. Don't make a mountain out of a molehill. Look at everything as an opportunity, and that things are happening for you and not to you. That's kind of like the lesson here. But that's what I got. If you want to get a more personal reading, y'all know I did tell you I am doing personal readings. All you gotta do is text the number on the screen. It's a dedicated phone line where I only use it to talk to my clients. We do text readings for $15. We do phone line readings, and we do 15-minute video chat or FaceTimes. So I can give you all the information if you want to inquire within. Just hit me up. But that's all I got for you guys. Y'all know I love you. I mean it. If you made it this far into the reading, tell me how it resonated. Like the video. And remember, if you got spirit, what spirit got you? Blessings and all we do. Bye.